What is going on, hustlers? Welcome back to Hustlepedia. Quick look today at the Kick.io price as well as the newly launched Kick.io platform, which the Launchpad for Cardano did go live today, and their staking capabilities, the how it works page about a lot of things took an update on Kick.io. We'll take a look at the user interface for all of these pages, as well as the reason, obviously, these prices went down today. And off the jump, the price went down because people wanted to sell off their initial investment. That's just kind of how it goes. As we see, this candle was pretty gnarly. A pretty gnarly candle here, and then a steady dip. We've seen some increases over the last couple of hours. This is the 30-minute chart here, but this obviously was kind of expected right off the beginning. The public sale rounds weren't even filled up. They said like the full-blown public, like the private public sale, basically the public sale round 1 and 2, where you could get in a little early at a set price, at a discounted price. They didn't even fill up on those pools. So in my opinion, the price dip was probably expected. Nonetheless, this project remains bullish long-term, especially at the fact that you will have the opportunity to get in on these IDO platforms by being a Kick.io investor. Obviously, the biggest perk for holding Kick.io is getting involved in these Cardano-based fundraising platforms, these IDOs that will be launching on the Launchpad section of Kick.io. Obviously, they don't have any projects yet on the Launchpad. That is coming. But overall, I think the website looks clean, but it's a little simple, right? And not that simple is a bad thing. It just feels a little. It doesn't feel as up to. It doesn't feel like state of the art. It doesn't feel very. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like a Launchpad should. Like, in my opinion, for example, let's go to BSC pad, right? Let's go to BSC pad here. Look how high-tech BSC pad looks, right? That's like my point. So like, this is a Launchpad that Bluezilla put out, and like just the platform itself, right, just looks so much more advanced. Let's do ADAPad. We'll go to the coin market cap and ADAPad.io. Looks just so much better, right? So that is one thing I noticed. I feel like this is just super basic. Like nothing about the Kick.io interface makes me feel like I'm on like a state-of-the-art platform or anything that's like, out of this world. And not that that's a bad thing. That's not going to judge the success of this project. But just the user interface and the appearance of your platform and the invitability of your platform, right? You want the platform to bring people in. And I just feel like your homepage is so basic. The staking's fine because it just shows exactly what you're looking for. It's the staking pools. Obviously, guys, we have the 14% no lockup, 18% APR 4-month lockup, and 24% APR 7-month lockup here. So those are really, really well paying, honestly, for a platform that is day one. And then you also look at this one's full. So staked 11 million out of 11 million in the 24% pool. There is still room in the 18 and the 14% pool as well. But overall, I think that, obviously successful launch, the success of this project will come with the projects that launch on it. If Kick.io starts fundraising and launching these IDOs that are madly successful, that will judge the success of Kick.io. What kind of projects are they going to be boosting? Obviously, the Cardano IDO Launchpad is going to speak for itself. Like the quality of projects that produce out of Kick.io will be the kicker. No pun intended, obviously. But they're looking up at a player like ADAPad, $45 million market cap, nothing crazy. Kick.io could definitely make some noise towards this long term, especially if the projects that launch on Kick and the amount staked stays high. As platforms that are in the decentralized world look for, they want that total value locked, and they have 11 million staked for 7 months here, so that is good. that is good. The total value locked is looking good for the start on Kick, and that is a positive. So I'm going to go ahead and just get out of here for the video, guys. I really wanted to just go over the appearance of the platform, kind of what it looked like compared to another top player like ADAPad and a competitor like ADAPad. It's just, this platform to me looks so much more high tech, so much more inviting, right? It's asking you to use it. Everything about it is just so much more high tech. As much as I did invest. I'm in the public rounds. Got in at 22 cents on Kick.io, but this just looks low effort. It looks outdated. It looks very, like I said, the staking pools is what it is, but like your homepage, your Launchpad section is literally just nothing right now. So when you're talking about user interfaces, this is definitely not up to ADAPad's level. You take a look at the price level, and we're looking at 18 cents and some change here as we stand. It's a little after midnight where I am, and we're having a steady increase up, so that's good. But you had to expect a little bit of sell-off after the initial launch on public trading on ExMarkets, because people have had their money locked up in the public round 1 and 2. So some investors just sold to get their money back. Other investors from the private rounds, if any of them had free allocation to sell, I'm sure some of the whales sold some as well. That's just the way of launches sometimes. And Kick.io is not going to be about the initial price action. It's going to be about the long-term price action for Kick. This project can be very bullish, and based off the projects that it launches and the success of IDOs on Kick, that will bring attention to Kick's platform. That will bring more holders for Kick to be able to get involved. So that's really going to be the testament of time for Kick.io, and we will see what kind of quality projects they put on the Launchpad. Guys, let me know down below your thoughts on Kick.io. Interface looks a little cheap in my opinion. Doesn't really live up to something like ADAPad, which is a very interactive feeling interface, very inviting. Obviously the price dipped a little bit, surging back up slightly, but I think long term this is still a bullish project to have a stake in, and especially if you look to get into IDOs, nothing like using a new Launchpad that potentially isn't getting the biggest use case at the moment. You're able to get in early, get some projects that are new, and maybe those first few projects on Kick.io are going to do major numbers. You never know. We'll cover going forward some of the projects that Kick.io launches, just to see what kind of quality projects will be going with Kick.io as their choice of Launchpad. That will be interesting to see. Kick.io is a partner of ADAX, so this is going to kind of run a little bit hand in hand. I hope that the interface for ADAX, obviously the demo looks awesome, so I'm not judging based off this, but they're partners with ADAX, and this feels lazy, everything about it. So we will see going forward, guys. Let me know your thoughts on Kick.io down below. Let me know your thoughts on the price action. I felt like this was kind of expected, a little bit of a dip off the launch, but it's a good buying opportunity down here, and I think it's only up from here as long as they lure in successful projects and just keep up the marketing, keep up the growth long term, get more money in their platform, trade value locked, all that good stuff. Let me know your thoughts down below, guys. I'll be back tomorrow with another video as always, and you'll have a good rest of your day, night, morning, wherever you're watching. Peace.